Hi everybody. Sorry for the different locale today. I'm in Florida. We got hit with a hurricane recently. All the parks are closed. Today, I'd like to do some work with you. I've been instructed not to know what it is before we get into it. So, we'll just get started. Harmonization with this session 100%. Oh, really? Going both ways. Okay, so nothing that we need to do in terms of harmonization. Let's see. Let's start with setting up a room. Wonderful. We'll ground that room. We'll give that room a little bit of permission on the outside, so nothing on the outside can interfere with any of the information that's coming in for you or I. We'll ground that permission. Do we need help? No, we're all set. So let's see. There's something that we need to work on today. Is this true? Yes. So let's see. Patterns surrounding an emotion. Patterns surrounding something physical, something mental, something spiritual, something psychic. Something psychic. Interesting. Is this from influence coming in from the outside? Okay. So psychic attacks. Cool. So I guess this will just be a general little dispelling, if you want to call it that. Psychic attacks are like really minor forms of witchcraft. Most people have some form of psychic capacity through which they can influence you or influence your life, influence the people around them with the way that they feel about things when they impart their strong feelings on another person. When, let's say, blame is placed, or, oh, I'm angry at this person because I perceive that they did this thing, or you know, sometimes humans are just mean and they say, I don't want you to succeed because your goals are outside of what I think is reasonable or should be done, right? All of these and more would be examples of psychic attacks. This can also be done intentionally, right? It can also be done in terms of, let me sabotage the way that you reach your energy out to express yourself, being someone who knows how to work with, you know, more energetic faculties, whether you've involved yourself with someone who is, you know, a trained witch, someone who has more knowledge of psychic capacities, etc. There's a long list of different ways that you can become more consciously attuned to your psychic capacity. But everyone has some psychic capacity, and everyone is capable of unconsciously performing psychic attack as well, right? Even people who are trained are capable of performing unconscious or subconscious psychic attacks on other individuals. Part of the training that you go through should hopefully be to notice when you are doing that, so that you can then dispel that, rightfully so, because there are karmic backdraws to performing psychic attacks. But regardless, for now it seems like this session is about dispelling psychic attacks that are affecting us. Is this true? Wonderful. Is there anything more that we need to know? Yes. So let's see. Related to trapped emotions. No. Related to belief systems. Related to belief systems. That's curious. So let's see. Something that we need to label. So something that we need to label. Belief systems. Something to do with power? No. Something to do with, well, let's go with something to do with career. Something to do with finances. Something to do with relationships. Something to do with relationships. Relationship with self. Yes. Relationship with self. Relationship with other? No. So relationship with self only. So something about a belief to do with our relationship with ourselves, and about, but it wasn't about power. We covered that earlier. So let's check out success. Success. I am incapable of success. No. Things have to be difficult. Something along the lines of things have to be difficult. But is this ours? So this is ours, and the psychic attacks that we are receiving are subconsciously amplifying this belief and making it more of a perceived aspect of our reality. Is this true? Got it. Okay. So, is there anything more that we need to know now that we have that in mind? Okay. So we have all the information that we need. There are individuals outside of us who are performing likely unconscious psychic attacks towards us, likely intention towards us in some way that's amplifying our perception, our belief that things have to be difficult in order for them to work out, right? Really common theme, comes up a lot, and there are layers to this, right? It may come up multiple times for one individual, having to do with different areas in their life, whether that be career, finances, relationships, whatever, right? But for now, we have all the information that we need, so what do we need to do? Let's see. Let's check out techniques. No. Okay, so let's see. So vector in space? No. Okay, let's see. Shape. Should I be thinking about it at all? No, so something that happens naturally. Okay, so let's see what happens naturally. I'm thinking 16. So that's a frequency. Having to do with unconditional love, laughter, fun, play, associated with dolphins. Right about there. Is this where we are now? Okay, so this is where we are now. So where do we need to be? Well, what would this pattern of light and information look like if it were more useful, if it were more beneficial? Here. Setting up multiples, looking for the right outcome. And we're in a dimensional space, so let's check out, is this one dimension away? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then like turning the pages of a book. Good. Is this belief system still present? Wonderful. So this belief system has been relieved. Are we still experiencing these psychic attacks, but now they're sort of blindly bouncing around our energy field? That's what I'm perceiving. Is this correct? Wonderful. Is there more that we need to know about this? Okay, so there's still more that we need to know. Let's see, something that has to do with us? No. Something that has to do with permeability is the first word that's coming to mind. Is that correct? Gotcha. So something about the auras of the individuals who are watching this. Gotcha. Permeability of the aura tends to have to do with how ideas reach us, how we communicate, how we're able to receive information, believe what other people say, learn from other people, believe that we are capable of learning, worthy of learning, believing that we're good enough to learn, but also for some individuals who are watching this, not everyone, right? It'll be both ends of the spectrum, but for some people, humbling ourselves and realizing that we also need to learn. Right? We're here to grow and become more. We're not only here to create and just allow things to come through us. We're also here to take things in and grow and observe from those things. So both of these ends of the spectrum, the people who have difficulty believing that they need to learn things and they're only here to create and produce things themselves or educate themselves, as well as the people who feel as though they are unworthy of receiving the information, two ends of the spectrum, both create sort of a cemented freezing of the outer layer of the aura, And this prevents information from coming in, but it also prevents information from leaving, from getting out. So now these psychic attacks have nothing to attach to the belief system that they were using to implement or affect our lives, would be a better way to say it, and thus affect our perception of what's going on around us. Had to do with this belief of things having to be difficult, right? But this belief is no longer present. Is this true? Wonderful. So the only thing that's keeping it within our energy and within our field affecting us at this time is that it has no route to leave. Is this true? Okay. So, is there something that I can do about this? Is it as simple as harmonizing? Okay, so I'm just going to send a visual, and we'll just sort of, it's kind of like a sea sponge. We'll just harmonize that and give the aura a little bit more porosity, which is good, right? It allows us to be more adaptable, and human beings need to be adaptable. Change is an important part of life. We can't stay the same. Things will sometimes appear to stay the same, and there are some aspects of consistency that is good, but change is required for growth in this world. Oh, I'm just sending the intention that we have a little bit more adaptability to our energy. There we go. And then it's like sound sparking out around us in all directions as these psychic attacks kind of echo out. And they dissipate into the space. Wonderful. Okay. Is there more that we need to know? Is this true? Is the session complete? Wonderful. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for being with me. I will see you next time, hopefully in a more green environment. Take care. Bye.